Guys, what you're about to see is evil and unacceptable. I won't say much, see for yourselves, and don't skip, subscribe. Okay, so I'm playing against a FIDE master rated 2600. Again, let me play the Fianchetto Gambit reverse, pawn to b3. I just want to make a point proving it to you guys how effective this gambit can be. I was expecting black was going to play e5, after which I was going to play pawn to f4. So what can I do? Maybe it's time for me to go. No, if I play d4, black won't have pawn to e5. So let me just play something else. Probably an intermediate move like this. Everything is going according to my plan. Yeah, because bishop h3 is part of our plan in the reverse Fianchetto Gambit. Now we can see, this move pawn to e5. Now this is when I play f4. So now you can see how everything is unfolding. I expect black to take, after which I'm gonna take back. Okay, there we see bishop d6. Not much of a stretch. I think I can even take the light squared bishop if I want to, just to oversimplify things, you see. And now I can even take back on f5 with my bishop, but okay, that wasn't part of my plan. You see, I think this is a blunder that my opponent has played. Let me just retreat my piece. So the light squared bishop was just a free piece, in other words. If pawn takes, I'm gonna develop my knight. So you can see even higher rated opponents can make mistakes. And now I take. I don't see anything else. If bishop takes, I'm just gonna play king f1. By the way, oh okay. Still king f1. Bishop f5. I'm still holding on to dear life though. I should be very careful. This is a 2600 rated player and I'm behind time. So knight f3. Okay, let me just oversimplify. And then take the dark squared bishop. Exchange queens. My idea is to pin the pawn, by the way, like this. I want to take the pawn. So black has no time to take my knight. Okay, now I can save my thing. And I have this move, by the way. Very easy move to see. If black plays pawn to f6, I'll just play knight g6. Oh, no. I'm running out of time, so I should be very careful. So, this, wanna take? Yeah, just take. Interesting. How about this? I want to bring in my other rook into the game. I might sack on g7. Wait, rook takes? I have queen h6 check. Am I winning? Let's see. Oh, come on. No. Let's go. This is checkmate. What is this? Yep. let's go. Did it! I just defeated a 2600 rated chess player for the second time with this dubious Fianchetto Gambit, you guys. How about that? Anyway, let me not say much, you guys. You see what I was talking about? This is a game of luck. You know, playing the Fianchetto Gambit reverse means you don't mind losing or winning. It's just a game. Yeah, so this is my second 2600 rated player that I have defeated with this reverse Fianchetto Gambit. Is this a dubious gambit once again? Hell yeah! It is a dubious gambit, and it's not for the faint of hearts. Once again, I only recommend to play it in blitz, bullet, and rapid chess, just for fun, and if you want to take your opponent out of their prep. Let me play another game featuring the Fianchetto Gambit, now this time with black pieces. Oh, and by the way, before I move on, let me spill the beans. One of the challenging lines that I have come across in the reverse Fianchetto Gambit is one where black plays queen f6 and bishop f5. This is a very challenging line and you need to know what to do against it. After g3, d5, b3, e5, f5, pawn takes, d4, bishop d6, queen d3, pawn takes, and pawn takes. The best black can do here is to go queen f6. Sometimes even starting with knight c6. These are challenging moves. So knight c6, queen f6, and bishop f5 are the main reasons why I don't encourage people to play these in classical chess or in other serious tournament games. For example, with knight c6, black intends to go knight b4 next. The mistake I was making was to play a3 or sometimes just continue developing normally, but I just recommend for the time being you go pawn to c3, and if queen f6, anticipating the move bishop f5 which attacks your queen, this is when you play bishop h3. So this is how you stop bishop f5 for the time being. Once you play like this, you will be able to attack the dark squared bishop from this angle, as you can see, not playing bishop f4. Equally, bishop e3 is bad because you are cutting communication between your queen and that pawn. E.g. black plays knight e7. Now you go bishop a3. So this is what I didn't figure out in the first place. See that black's dark squared bishop doesn't have a good square to go to, so you will have a normal gambit. Remember that you are only down a pawn in this case. Another line is where black rushes out with queen f6 after this series of moves. Instead of knight c6 right away, say black plays queen f6. You know they want to play bishop f5. So playing moves like pawn to c3 or bishop a3 will be somewhat late. The move that you can try in this position is knight c3, since it comes with an attack on the d5 pawn and also threaten to capture the queen. Or once again, to permanently prevent bishop f5 in the near future, you can just go bishop h3. So whenever you see queen f6, think of bishop f5. That's when you're going to see this bishop h3 move. Very important move. And then after knight c6, once again, you know what to do. Pawn to c3, say knight e7 once again, you go bishop a3. So we are back to the same position that I talked about. You will develop your knight on d2, castle long, and then continue playing your normal chess. Your king's knight will one day sit on h3. Once again, this is not a bulletproof opening or a bulletproof gambit. It's not even for the faint of hearts, and I agree with you guys who are writing negative comments about this. Yes, it is not a good opening, but you see, it's just one of those funny gambits that you play for fun, to tease your opponents, like I did against my FIDE Master opponent. You see that it even works against titled players, so it kind of gives the GTE vibes. Anyway, let me play the last game with black pieces featuring this same Fianchetto Gambit and see how it's going to go. Right, this time I'm playing against a 2501 rated opponent, and you see they have played something else. But you see, even against the knight c3 line, I can still play the Fianchetto Gambit. Next I want to play pawn to d5, you know the story. So these are the lines that I like. You know, I always want to see something different. Again, bishop d3, attacking my g6 pawn. What did we say, or what did I say we should always do? Whenever, we see bishop d3, you go queen d6. Now let's see what my opponent is going to do. So this queen d6 move works pretty much well in the d4 line because it stops bishop f4 as well. So not much of a stretch in this line. Looking at the rating of my opponent, I was expecting he or she was going to play queen f3, the move that we've been addressing in this video. But knight f3 is questionable because not only does it allow pawn to c6, but it also allows bishop g4. Now if I play bishop g4 right away, maybe my opponent will realize that they can go knight b5. So pawn to c6, stopping knight b5 first. I also have bishop g4 in the near future. Sometimes you can play pawn to s6 so that you have a place where to put your queen's knight. So that's just a slight mistake I made. Not really a mistake, but I just went out of plan. And now I can go bishop g4, provoking a weakness, by the way. Yeah, h3 now I can just take, right? Yeah, just to oversimplify the game. And play knight d7. I intend to castle long. I'll first go pawn to e5 because I have this. Remember, my king's knight needs to sit on f5. Not to mention white is now double attacking my g6 pawn, so knight e7 is justifiable, double defending my g6 pawn. Given a chance, I will play knight f5 after castling long. So you can see the whole idea behind this Fianchetto Gambit, you guys. I'm playing high level players. So now bishop h6. This is where our dark squared bishop belongs. In this position, I feel like even castling short, because it looks safe. But first, bishop f4 attacking the queen. Clearly my opponent is out of his prep, and soon he will be out of his mind. This is what I was talking about, you guys. There's no need for me to even castle long in this line because I have bishop h2 check. If I castle short, pop. Look at this. I might win the queen. I expect my 25-01 rated opponent to see this. So there's no clear way for my opponent to reach my king if you think about it. So yep, they played queen g4, but this is a suspect move because why exposing your queen to danger, to many threats? I mean, look at how the queen is running. Is this not a trap? I mean, is the queen not trapped? Can somebody... Okay. I got it wrong. What can I do here? Let's keep on pushing. Hide the king. So my idea is to trap the queen, period. And if you think about it, white's queen is almost trapped, you guys. Okay, pawn to f3. Leaving a rescue line. And then I'll just take on h3. Pop. Let's just go full in. This paves way for bishop g3, by the way, supported by my queen, in case you are confused. There are so many weaknesses that my opponent is leaving. I can play this, I can play... In fact, Knight takes g4 looks even more appetizing because I have... okay, I see why my opponent did that. Let's give it a check. And then shift my queen this side, also defending my bishop. I'm about to give a check and probably mate. This is a 2501 rated opponent, by the way. When I was playing this Fianchetto Gambit against lower rated players, you know, I received all sorts of negative comments. This is a dubious gambit, what and what. By the way, there's no checkmate here, so queen h3 can wait. The idea is to recruit as many pieces as possible. No, this is a very dubious gambit, and this is a simple tactic, you guys. Pop, just trying to win the queen, and then check, then pop, 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 pop. It's checkmate, probably in 4 or in 3. You should play against higher rated opponents. Okay, so there we go, you guys. I just won the second game with this dubious Fianchetto Gambit. Once again, can I play this in classical chess? No, this is suitable for blitz, rapid, and bullet chess, not to be tried in a serious over-the-board match. Although it depends on how skillful you are. For example, Magnus Carlsen or Hikaru can play this against you even in a serious tournament game and still end up winning because those guys are more tactical, they are skilled. Mention it. Anyway, pure game, everything I did here was something I already covered in my tutorial videos, so no strange lines. And if you want to learn more about this Fianchetto Gambit, make sure to check out the link in the comment section down below, or just type Casper Chess Modern Gambit on YouTube. You will see the videos popping up. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll keep on testing this gambit against many people because it seems to work even against 2500s and 2600s. It just takes many chess players out of their prep. Right, now time for you to go and check out my new E5 defense course, which I have also linked in the comment section down below. And I'm glad to say so far it has received a lot of attention and people are getting it like crazy. So it's an opening response that you try against White's E4 opening. You're going to learn how to play against the Scotch, the Royal Pace, the Bishop's opening, 3 Knights opening, the 4 Knights game, the Vienna game, even the Italian game. So it's the complete E5 defense course that I just launched with my team. You better go and check it out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.